Well, good evening, or just maybe, depending on where you are at, good morning. Chicago Cubs baseball fans, how is everybody doing on a Saturday night or an early Sunday morning? Number one, guys, I hope all you guys are having a safe and great and awesome and phenomenal and lovely and fabulous and beautiful and amazing and 110 trillion% pure, awesome, lovely weekend. And I hope all you guys are having a great and lovely and wonderful start to a brand new month of June. As well, I cannot talk, guys, but nonetheless, guys, welcome back to the channel, everybody of Cubs Baseball with Ry Knight. The Cubs and the Reds, literally just a few minutes ago, got done playing game 2 of a 3-game series. Yesterday was actually a big, tough loss for the Chicago Cubs. So the Reds heading into tonight's game, we're looking for a W and a series win. It started out with a very interesting start, a 3-hour and 20-minute rain delay before we actually had the game get underway. And despite the weather, we got a full game in at Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And actually, guys, believe it or not, Seiya Suzuki would make a crucial error in the top of the second inning, and in the bottom of the second, he would get revenge on that error to make up for it by hitting a grand slam homer off Hunter Greene. Going to the third inning, we were now tied at 4 apiece, and I got to be honest with you guys, the weather that was in Chicago tonight, I just gotta say, it was literally bizarre. I mean, you know, the fans stuck through it, guys, but a 3-hour and 20-minute delay before first pitch was actually thrown at Wrigley Field by Justin Steele tonight. And despite the bad, crazy tornado, tsunami, hurricane, combined weather on the north side of Chicago at beautiful and iconic and legendary Wrigley Field. And yes, you actually heard me use the words tsunami, hurricane, tornado, all in a complete sentence. Despite all of that, the Chicago faithful got what they wanted because, hey, Chicago, what do you say? Your Chicago Cubs have won tonight. And if you are watching this video, it may be the early morning hours of a Sunday, but it is still Saturday here in the City of Trees of Boise, Idaho. So I'm going to say it this way. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Your Cubs have won today. Might I add, the Chicago Cubs also end a 3-game losing streak. But yes, a very, very cold night on the north side of Chicago at Wrigley Field. And despite all the tsunami, hurricane, tornado weather that all wrapped up in one cute little ball for the ball game at iconic Wrigley Field, the Cubs still walk away with a very impressive win. Your final score from Wrigley Field, the Cubs win 7-5. They end a 3-game losing streak. So now we are heading into the series finale that is tomorrow afternoon. The series is tied up at 1 win apiece, so something has got to give tomorrow, guys. But I got to be honest with you, the weather was 100% absolutely unpredictable. But hey, I mean, Chicago Cubs, a win is a win, and they got a really, really interesting win tonight. There is a lot to be proud of. But talk about Seiya Suzuki coming to bat in the second inning, full 3-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs and the bases loaded. He hits a fastball 98 miles an hour and hits a grand slam to tie it at 4 apiece in the second inning. That had got to felt good for the Cubs, and more importantly, Seiya Suzuki, who made a crucial error in the top of the second. But it doesn't matter, right? A win is a win. The Cubs win it 7-5 at Wrigley Field. Well, Cub fans, I could go on and on and on all night, but it was a very, very unpredictable tsunami, tornado, hurricane, more of a tsunami weather, and we got to get the whole game in, and the Cubs picked up a W, so that has got to felt very, very good for all you Chicago Cub baseball fans. All right, Cub fans, I'm not going to waste any more time. It was a very unpredictable game at Wrigley Field. The Cubs get a win, and I'm happy with that, so we can fly the W. But if you like the video, make sure you guys go ahead, hit that like and that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Have a safe rest of your Saturday night or early Sunday morning. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode.